Boom. Boom. That's it. In my head, I'm saying that too. I'm saying it out loud, actually. Boom. I'm actually doing that. So look at my nose. Boom. Boom. Okay. Everybody sees that, right? Anterior canals, posterior canals. Anterior, posterior. They're in. So if I want to test these, which way should I turn the head?
To the right.
To the left. Now, if I want to test the posterior, boop, anterior, because they're in the plane of gravity. They're perpendicular. So if I want to test, so here I am again. Here's this one and this one. If I want to test, if I turn his head to the left, John, I can't test him unless I went this way or this way. Sorry about that. The easier way to do that would be, easier way is just to turn his head 45 degrees, okay, to the right. Now, the problem most people I see people do is they do that, sorry about your eye, and that. It's this and this, straight, sagittal. Okay, so sorry. So again, anterior canals, posterior canals. Anterior right, okay, so right anterior, left posterior. Whoop. Bump, bump. That's it. Okay, so left anterior, and then right
Right posterior.
posterior right, right posterior. Turn. Whoop.
It's like sitting
Posterior, anterior.
You want to touch
Nose.
both ears.
Up, up. Up, up.
Where are you gripping?
30 degrees right, 30 degrees left, up, down. Look at my nose. When I tell you, look at my finger, finger, nose, finger, nose, finger, nose, okay. Finger, nose, finger, nose, finger, nose. Good. Arms out straight, thumbs up in the air. Okay? Move your body, look at your thumbs, back and forth. Keep going. Okay, good. Looking for this, right? We're looking for that crazy little eye motion we showed each other. And stop. Excellent. Look at my finger. When I tell me when my finger doubles, it can be blurry, but I want you to tell me when it doubles. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to come back out. I'm watching it go back in again. I want to do this a few times. Okay, one more time. Okay, so he's pretty consistent right there. Get a goniometer. He's right on the verge of a mild convergence insufficiency. Okay, next, what's next? Skew deviation, right? Look at my nose. When I do skew deviation, I'll random it a little bit. Keep right on my nose. Cover and cover. Good. Okay, cerebellar test. Can you scratch your shin with your ankle? Your shin with your the other side with your heel. Okay. Touch your finger to your nose with your eyes closed 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Eyes open. Look at my nose. Let me turn your head side to side. When I do a slow VOR, that's not this. This is a smooth pursuit. Okay? Yeah, it's got to be a little bit quick. Okay. Boom. Good. Okay, good. That's it. So there's my bedside strap. Put them straight on your face. Okay, good. Okay, so up here, I'll adjust. Okay, so it looks good. Hurting your face at all? No. All right, so there's what's unique about these goggles. Camera comes out. You can put it on the other side if you need to. Okay. It says up. Pretty good. All right. So He's in the light. We can start recording. So I've recorded for 30 seconds. I put him in the dark. Okay, so in the dark, let's see what we got. One of the things I'll do to help orient myself is I'll say look to the right, look to the left, look straight, just to kind of orient myself. So he's looking around a little bit in there, but I don't see any no spontaneous. Okay, so open this up. The next test we're going to do, all right, so I'll put you in the dark, bring his head down a little bit to get the horizontal canals, again, plane of gravity. Okay, off you go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push hard. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Stop. Eyes open wide. Okay, so what do we see? What does everyone see? So I have a little bit of a right beat. Okay, a mild right beat. Okay, so if I open this up, look at my finger, I can stop it, peripheral. So there's a very mild left hypofunction. Okay, so open this up. I need 2 pillows. Okay, so there's a couple approaches we can do. You don't need goggles for the Dix-Hallpike test. We all know this, but it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so the traditional, turn your head to the right for me. Actually, turn your head to the left. Okay, grab a hold of my arm. Other one too. Grab a hold of me. Okay, you're just gonna bring them down. Okay, so I can watch.
Why do they hold on to you?
Because they'll scream.
Yeah.
You know that meaning. You know what I mean. They'll actually, the patient can panic. So it's a good thing they can hold on to me. Okay, so eyes open wide for me. Okay, so there's no BPPV, right? But we do see a hypofunction again. Okay, it's the opposite side though. All right. Okay, so we see a little bit of a left beat. Okay, so come back up to sitting. You're gonna pick up crazy stuff. Okay, so that's your traditional kind of Dix-Hallpike. I like to do a posterior approach. Okay, so scoot up the table just a little bit towards me. Right there, perfect. So I like this approach because, again, I like to, man, if I had this set up and kicking butt, I'd love this. I mean, if I had this kind of a setup, awesome. Turn your head to the right for me. Okay, lie down your back. If their back hurts, bend your knees up. If your back hurts. Okay, so again, this is the advantage of goggles. You can just see. Okay. Okay, so he's looking around inside. His brain's trying to look for light because it's dark in there. But there's no BPV, so negative. So carefully come back up to sitting. Okay, turn your head to the left. Okay, lie down your back. Quick. I want it to be relatively quick. I want to try to move that debris. Eyes open wide. Any spins, tilts, or whirls, anything like that? John?
No.
You doing okay?
Yep.
Okay, so negative. Stay right there. If you have a belly like me, it goes well because it's just perfectly placed. Okay, relax your head for me. Okay, so my roll test is next. Okay, so I'm watching. Quick turn. If you don't have goggles, you're gonna have to look. If they have, this is for horizontal canal BPV. He's searching right there.
Can
That's
you put
searching.
on the little red light while you're doing all this?
Sure. You
Okay,
can.
so it'll make it more clear that way.
Well, the red light will stop any eye motion though. So you don't want to turn it on unless you want to stop some eye motion. Like right there, what he's doing is he's searching for light, but it's not anything that would be supportive of
So
BPV.
how can you tell the difference between searching and?
Yeah.
You'll know it. If you think about it, his horizontal canals are like this. So if I bring him like that, they're perfectly perpendicular to the ground. Okay, so that's where I want it. And again, just it's quick. Okay, so again, we're looking for horizontal canal BPV, but you're going to pick up funky stuff in these positions too. So you're looking for BPV, but you might pick up positional nystagmus. So you have to be able to differentiate it, and you will because they'll tell you. Meaning your horizontal canal and your vertical canal BPVs are going to come on. You're going to see the nystagmus, and typically it just fades. Okay, so slide down the table just a little bit. Okay, lift your shoulders up just a pinch. Okay, come back down. your positionals. Okay, so first position, center. Okay, so what do we see? Let's see what we see here. What do y'all see? Looks like a little downbeat too. So he has multi-directional eye motion. So another rule is whenever you see multi-directional eye motion, it is a central sign. So you may have a little bit of central vestibular weakness. Okay, so carefully roll onto your right shoulder. There you go. I want to roll off the table. Okay. Okay, so a little bit more pronounced downbeat, right? A little bit. All right, so, okay, so another positive central sign, central vestibular weakness. I got the same problem. Come back on your back, okay, and slowly roll onto your left side. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slide over just a little bit. There you go. And roll on your left side for me. Thanks a lot. Perfect, right? That is, why don't you roll off the table there. Couple of blinks, eyes open wide. Okay, so again, some downbeating nystagmus. Okay, so again, central vestibular weakness. Okay, so that's your test. Okay, so we had our central test, peripherals, special, and then within our special test, we have spontaneous with and without fixation. We have our head shake test, Dix-Hallpike's, roll, and your positionals. Okay, you should be able to get that series done in about 15 minutes. Okay, and then if they have BPD, you can take them through the maneuver. Okay, so be careful, come up the sitting for me. There you go, and then if you have to. Okay. All right, so so lie down your back really fast. So she's in the first position, she goes in the second position. Here's a problem. Sometimes what happens if they're in the middle of the table and you roll, they roll right off the table. So one of the things I want you to remember to do is position your patient. So scoot all the way to the right side. There you go. Now she's positioned. And I have more room because this table right here is going to be, that should be a good table to work on. You can do a maneuver on that table, you can do it anywhere. Okay, the other thing too is watch your back technique. Hey, watch your back. So scoot up towards me a little bit more, okay, because I don't want to hurt my back. So their head position isn't that important for me until I get them down. So just lie down on your back, and then I can position her myself. Now get up for me fast. Get up fast. Okay? So they're going to get up on you many times because they're afraid. So lie down on your back again. There you go. Okay, now get up fast. Get up fast. Come on. Hard as you can. Get up. Okay, she doesn't want to hurt her neck. Did you understand? So all I'm doing is this, and it's not a lot. I'm not. I'm just cueing her. And this, it will help because patients will want to get up. Okay, so first position is 45 degrees, right? 45 degrees to the right. Wait until the symptoms stop. So the actual amount of time, it varies. I mean, everybody has seen BPPV who've seen it. It can be quick. It can go on for a minute. But the idea is wait till the symptoms stop, and then it's not this. Okay, we don't lift their heads up, keep their head back, and it's basically just a 90-degree turn the opposite way. Again with my cue. Now you saw in that one picture, the doctor was over here. You have to come over, okay, and always keep contact with your patient. Bend up your right knee so the side that you're treating is the knee that's bent. This is a really good lever. It's a very good lever. The other thing too is I cue the patient with my hand. So I'm cueing her to not lift her head. So I'll roll her on her side, okay? Didn't have to do anything. It should be like butter. Okay, it should be easy. Okay, so that's your third position. And this is where everybody's different. They might give a percussive, it's not this hurts. Okay, it could be a percussive pop, it could be a tap to the head, it could be the Hackerman head shake, okay? Whatever you want, the idea is that some people, and it could be nothing, right? You don't have to do anything, but just everybody does it many times just to try to get the debris to move and get through the canal all the way. They do this, these different kind of, maneuvers, but just know that I just give them a little tap on the back for about 10 seconds. What I'll do too is once I go to the third position to fourth, I'm going to keep her head in the position that I want. So tuck your chin for me. Bend both of your knees up towards your chest. Come up to sitting with your head down. Okay? Slowly bring their head up and then just stay with them. If she has a Tumarkin crisis, you can give her a hug. If not, just get her down. Okay? All right?
So when she comes up to the fourth position, you don't have to worry about any rotation. You
Nope.
can bring her straight up. Okay.
Okay, well, watch. If she's in this position, she comes up, her head's down,
Mhm.
and then up. Yeah, so she's here. She's right here, going from third to fourth position. As she comes up, I go to neutral center and then bring her up. Okay? All right, so that's a posterior approach to, this is for a right. So we turn her head the opposite way, right? And then we just bring her down on her side. Okay, so that's the first position. The thing is that she could spin here for 3 or 4 minutes. She could spin here for, you can go to lunch and come back and she's still spinning. Because it's cupulolithiasis in many cases. And when I say cupulo, it means that the debris is attached. So it's just pulling the cupula down. It's holding in that position. And if it's in the posterior canal, it's pulling the cupula in an ampulofugal direction. Is that excitatory or inhibitory? Excitatory, because of the orientation of the hair cells. Okay, if they're in the posterior canal, it's kinocilium to stereocilia. In the posterior canal, it's kinocilium to stereocilia. In the horizontal canal, it's stereocilia to kinocilium, backwards. So in this position, it's excitatory. So she could just go and go and go. So everybody does this maneuver different. I was a wrestler, and so not just a gymnast, but I was if I quickly roll them over to the opposite side, like a sleeve, the debris will just basically stay in this position, and like a sleeve, it'll drive it into the utricle. Okay, so it's just like a sleeve. The debris will stay right here, and I'm going to quickly roll them onto the opposite side, and basically it forces the debris straight into the utricle. It works, and it's very. If you can't see it, just trust me, it works. And so this is what it would look like. So swing both your feet up onto the table. So
This is the modifying Gaffoni
and I'm going to warn the patient too. Scoot over to the right side.
conversion
Scoot
of
up.
posterior to horizontal canal.
Okay, so basically, if I'm going to reposition you, we're going to check to make sure the debris out. If for some instance the debris goes into a different canal, it's typically going to go into what we call the horizontal canal. If it goes into the canal, Brett, I'm going to have you roll quickly with me onto your left shoulder. Okay, so turn your head to the right. Okay, lie down your back. It's converting right now. That's it.
Is his head down though?
Head down.
Basically the same as the third position.
He's in the third position. He's basically in the nose down position of the Gaffoni too. Okay, so
You're noticing like a horizontal.
you can beat on him if you want.
How do you know it's converting right away? Because the horizontal nystagmus.
You'll
How are
know
the
it.
symptoms changing?
He'll spin in a different direction, and his eyes will go horizontal beating. So he'll spin. He'll literally tell you if he can, because they're going to be in a crisis, that I'm spinning and I'm spinning. And then the second thing they're going to do is you'll look at their eyes, and they literally will be beating sideways like a horizontal beat. It'll be beating so fast. Wait, the first time you ever see a conversion, they beat fast. I'm talking, you might not even be able to tell whether it's geo or ageo. All you need to do is get them into this modified position, and it clears it. But you got to go quick, because if you go slow and you leave it there, the debris is basically going to migrate itself all the way into the arm, and it could get around the arm and get into what we describe as apogeotropic. So as soon as you see that thing going horizontal, immediately get them out of that position and move them into that third position of the Epley or this modified Gaffoni position, and it will clear it every time. And then if you got the guts, check them. Check them again.
Will they be dizzy still in that
No,
position?
typically as soon as you get them in this position, it goes away immediately, because you're immediately driving the debris into the utricle. It's like a sleeve. Does that make sense? my canal is a sleeve, and all I'm doing is quickly throwing my canal around the debris, and it drives it directly into the utricle. Okay, but you got to go fast. You do not want to let that debris migrate into the arm of the horizontal canal, or you're going to be in trouble, because what's going to happen is that you're going to get horizontal canal BPPV, and it could convert into an AGEO. An agiotropic BPV is tough to treat. Okay, so again,
Any tips that you might run into this while you're recheck? Like maybe they
I've warned him. He comes down. Here he is. Quickly get him over. I grabbed his arm. I just do whatever. I got to get him over. If he's got a bad arm, well, you know, tough. No. Okay.
you can fix the arm.
That's right. Damn it. You guys are all orthopedic therapists in. Okay. So again, it's a quick rollover, and then that's it. So once he's in this position, you can have him swing his feet off the table, come up to sitting. There you go.
So as you get,
Up. Up. If I turn my head to the left, my eyes go down. Does that make sense to everybody? If I turn my head right, eyes up. Turn my head down. So turn my head up, eyes down. Turn my head down, eyes up. All right?